So, as some of you may know if you've been following me or if you know me personally, I just very recently got my third degree black belt in Uchido. So, one of the main reasons that I stopped posting for a while was because I was working overtime to try and get this third degree. I had to go through pre-testing and I had to be signed by my grandmaster instructor to allow me to get my third degree. So that took multiple hours every single day of training and preparing my mind so that I could do this. And now, as you can see right over here on the wall, I have my first degree and third degree one up. I don't know where my second degree one went, but I just got my certificate and I'm an official third degree black belt in the art of Uchido. So I wanted to use this time to talk about habits because, I started karate when I was 3 years old. I was still learning my first sentences, I was learning my ABCs, and I was learning front kicks. But that's what made this so special to me. I started doing this at 3 years old, and now 13 years later, I'm sitting up on stage with my two best friends, and we're all promoting together to get our third degree. I look around seeing all these people that I've known for 13 years, all these friends that I've had, that I've built, even the ones teaching now, the ones doing my own promotion, helping me through it, were my friends. And seeing all of that just showed me how far I've come. And I'm gonna show you guys at the end what my belt promotion looked like and me and my friends together. But let me tell you, this whole karate thing has become such a habit to me. And what happens when you build good habits like that is that it's just part of my life now. I can't even see an option of me not going to karate every single day and training as much as possible. Because I've been doing it for 13 years, it's just something that I do. And when you get a good habit like that, that's just part of your life, you can't really get rid of it. You just feel like there's no other option but to keep doing it. And that's what I love so much about building habits. Because going to karate has been such an easy thing for me to do now because I built that habit. But there's the other side of the spectrum when you're trying to build new habits. And that's what happened to me during pre-testing as well. During pre-testing, I had to work hours more a day to try and perfect these 3 forms, these 15 one-step sparrings, and every single kick that I knew to show off to my grandmaster instructors. And trying to build that habit of going to karate and working at home for an hour or two more every single day really put a lot of strain on my mind, and I had to change something about my life because I couldn't sustain it all. So with this new habit trying to enter, I had to kick something out, and that happened to be doing YouTube for a little bit because I needed to simplify. I couldn't maintain my diet, maintain working out, work out for karate for an extra hour or two a day, and record videos all at the same time. So I had to kick it out. But when I was building that new habit, it was so much more stress on me than when I had just gone to karate like normal. Because my brain was not used to the stress of doing it, it took so much more energy because my brain didn't want to. It wanted to conserve energy. And that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to have habits that are just part of your life that you now do, and you don't even know that there's another option that's not there. But you're also going to have these new habits that are just going to be so much harder to build. And I want you to know that everybody goes through it. Even on habits that you've done for 13 years, if you have to make a change to them, it's going to be hard. And you have to understand that it's going to happen. Because you can't just bypass that. Habits are going to be hard. You're going to have times when you feel like you're not doing enough, when you feel like you should be doing other things. And there's going to be times when you're going to have to cut things out that you're going to hate to do. You're going to hate having to cut out something like recording videos all the time, but you're going to have to do it. Because my job as an instructor, I feel like is so much more important because while this has the potential to make an impact on somebody, it doesn't. I'm not even gonna pretend. Right now, this doesn't mean anything. This video is probably gonna get like 3 views at max. But I can affect the lives of so many kids in karate. You know, I have 100-some kids every week that I teach, and I can genuinely affect them. So that took precedent over this. And sometimes you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to simplify. You're gonna have to find things that take priority over other things and start to remove some of the things that you can do until you get comfortable again. And I know there's a bunch of people out there that will say, oh no, you just need to be uncomfortable and you need to just work through it. But that's not really gonna work. Like, if we're being realistic, you're not gonna be able just to work through a change without changing something else because you're not gonna be able to handle it. So if you need to simplify a little bit, it's okay. Go ahead. Simplify. Do something that helps you. And then try and get back into doing what you were doing before. You know, when I got my 3rd degree, I had to skip a couple days of working out because I had to be at my physical peak to perform so that I would be able to actually get to the promotion. I had to skip days before I promoted at my promotion so I didn't get injured before or I was sore. You know, I had to stop doing things and it hurt. But sometimes you have to stop. Sometimes you have to slow down a little bit so you can speed back up later. And that's what I learned from going through this 3rd degree pretesting. I had to slow down the rest of my life to focus on this for a little bit. And then I was able to push back and slowly start doing things again. It was even hard for me to work out after because I kind of felt empty. Like I didn't have that motivation that I did for so long when I was promoting. Because when I was promoting, you know, every single day I wanted to go to karate. I wanted to train as much as I could. And then it kind of ended. And I was left without that goal to work towards, that direct goal. And it sucked. But I pushed through it. I'm starting to build back what I need to do. So that's what I want you to do too. Keep pushing forward. And even if you have to simplify sometimes it's better to slow down than speed up and crash. Anyways, guys, I'm going to show you some of the videos and pictures from my 3rd degree promotion. Keep doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.